Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to White Rock again. Yeah, the show's ready, as you can see. The two are also ready. They just came down just on time. I gave them a signal, and they're already doing that, so it's wonderful. Just on time, as you can see. I'll have to just adjust one of the cameras quickly because they jumped a bit out. But anyway, we've got a beautiful evening here. It's Friday evening and very quiet today. The wind direction has changed, so it's coming in front again. That's why they're facing the other way. So anyway, I hope you can all hear me and everything's fine. So I'm going to switch over to the other audio again and give you a live sound, which is much nicer than my voice. Okay, I'm going to switch, turn the other camera now. Let's see. Get them in view now. That was here at the nest this morning. On the other side, wasn't as much going on as yesterday for the simple reason because the tide is in later and later, and I saw Mars hitting again, perched in the west. Brought in food just once. I just missed that. I was here at 6:30, but it wasn't early enough. You have to be very, very early. Maybe I was a quarter past 6, but anyway, I just missed it a few minutes. I was up on the lift and they didn't move very much. I did notice, however, that they do talk, which was interesting. I didn't notice that before because I was up on the lift. You can hear much better up there. And I actually noticed that when one of them does squeak quite loud, there's a very sort of soft acknowledgement, but that usually gets them to stop. Very interesting. That's the first time I ever heard it, and I heard it several times, so it wasn't just a coincidence. So that's something new I learned today. They do actually communicate. I don't actually expect them to move that much today. It's been a very warm day. I don't know how much fish has come in. Yesterday there was a tremendous amount of fish that came in. I'm sure it was no different today. They don't seem very active at the moment. I'll have a look and see if I can if anyone knows how many fish came in. Yeah, I just read on the form 16 fish came in. That's quite, yeah, 19 yesterday, 16 today. That's quite a large amount. I don't know how much flapping was going on today, but I'm quite sure there was a tremendous amount going on. it's very interesting. There's a tree where Ma or Pa is usually perched. It's about two trees to the right, which you can see with the wide-angle camera. And I see a lot of small songbirds there. It may be a type of finch. At least that's what Tina told me, because they do bother Ma. And I think a reason could be that they breed more or less at the same time. So they can, they try and pick at her tail, and it seems well, it's probably for us like mosquitoes, and gets quite annoying. But I will try and get an image of them if I get a chance there. I just saw them fly there. Quite a few. Interesting. Anyway, the weather forecast for the next day is just crazy. It's just beautiful all the time. That's summer, a wonderful summer here. So just sunshine all the way through. Really, really wonderful, and I probably will do an early morning show tomorrow. I would prefer to go to the other side, but the only problem is I have to carry all the equipment over, which is quite a hassle. I'll see how much energy I have, otherwise I'll stay on this side and hope for the best. It's difficult to say sometimes, on which side they'll be and why. Very, very difficult to say. So, I'll see. You can make the wrong decision, can take all the everything over, put it in the car, and next morning you find out they're on the other side. It happened a few times to me. So sometimes to do nothing is best. I'm just giving you a quick view of what it looks like where I'm sitting. I'm sitting sort of on a deck here, close to the cameras, underneath a tree, which is really wonderful. So that's what the deck looks like. It's the same deck where Echo and Foxy sat 2 years ago. You may recognize the railing from some of my pictures where they're doing all these all these acrobatic acts. That's where I'm located at the moment. So I got a beautiful view behind me, and the camera's in front of me, looking straight at the nest. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the Dropbox folder. The images I put in yesterday were probably one of the best that I've ever taken, actually, for of eaglets. The one I liked very much is just where they sit exactly next to each other, and that happened during the broadcast last night, where I quickly switched over, and thank goodness I took those pictures. They're extremely rare where they sit right next to each other and look exactly in the same direction. I've never had that before. Very happy with that image. Of course, you get many with flapping wings. That's, get them sharp. Yes, that's quite something. But get them next to each other like that, really difficult. So I'm really happy with that. I've got lots more at home. In fact, I took so many good images. I had difficulties in choosing. By the way, just a quick word about Dropbox. Don't get discouraged by Dropbox. It's a strange, a bit of a strange system. I just use it for convenience sake. All you really need to do if you want any images, don't move them out of the Dropbox to somewhere else. Just copy them, okay? That's all you need to do. Just copy the images onto your desktop, whatever. Just leave the Dropbox alone. So there's no confusion. I know there was someone who was really annoyed that things didn't go work out. I said, well, don't worry, we'll fix it. But that person then disappeared. I don't know why. I thought that the annoyance with Dropbox was superseded the beautiful images that they got for free, which really surprised me. I certainly wouldn't worry about it so much. If something goes wrong, I'm really forgiving. I'm not going to kick anyone out because I know this is all unintentional. Okay, I understand that. It's Dropbox is just peculiar, but that's all you need to remember. Just copy the images out. That's all. Now give a special welcome to Colleen. I see Colleen is on Vancouver Island. Communicated quite a lot with her. Hi, Colleen. She's an artist, very talented artist. Very nice to see you there in the. I can see you in the chat group. Yeah, welcome. If you ever get a chance to look at her wonderful art, do that. She's quite a gifted artist. Yeah, on Vancouver Island. So never met her, but chatted a lot with her. So I just saw that. Hi, Colleen.
Hello. Have a good day.
Not much, not much. They're very quiet today. Let's see if we can get a closer view of them. That's definitely Indy. It's so dark. I have to actually try and lighten it up a bit. It's so dark.
The dogs inside, or you got to feed them?
Yes, yes. That's right. It's too large. There we go.
Let me show you where she is over here. I'm gonna come.
Oh, they're gone again. Ah,
Their camera shot.
they're both gone. Wait a second. Yep. Okay, looks like they both disappeared. Um, I just went out to look for Ma. Tina's here, and she just showed me that Ma's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hijack the large camera, take a video of Ma in the meantime, okay? And then bring it back and play it back for you. I think it's much more. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes. But I think that's a much better idea because they're both not there anyway. I'll leave this camera on and just take the large camera away. I'm just going to put the battery power on and carry it about 300 feet away from here. Okay, so I'll leave this microphone on. It's not the best microphone because I have to take the other microphone. And there comes the train. Alternatively, I can play some music, but I don't think it's a good idea. So I'll leave this on live for now. And here comes the train. Just switch it off. Unfortunately, the timing is really bad. Train making a tremendous noise. Horrible. Okay, so I'll be back in 10-15 minutes.
He must have been in that tree. Oh, that's funny. We should get a picture of that. Too funny. Look, there's all kinds of stuff going on out there.
Well, something really unusual is going on. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. There are herons landing right up next to the nest, and I want to share this with you. I've never ever seen this before. This is crazy. So,
Over there, Christian, on that far tree.
what
There's
the hell?
three in there.
What are they doing? Where did they go? That's all the herons in there. That's crazy. I've never seen them right next to eagles. One sec. Let me find them. That's insane. Look at this. There they are. That's crazy. Turn down the... My goodness. Look at this.
Is there more than four?
Okay, what you see now is most amazing. This is in a tree where Pa usually is. We've seen herons land there, and this is really unusual, right? So I've decided not to hijack the camera and instead show you this. What are they doing there? I do not know. There are... Tina, how many herons do you see? 5 herons just came out of nowhere. 5. And they're just sitting there, and I don't know what they're doing there. So I'll give you a closer view of these herons, but that's really unusual. So I'm definitely not going to go away at the moment with the camera because I just want to see what Ma's going to do about this. I'm going to try and get the wide-angle camera on there too. Okay, so just enjoy the view. That's crazy. That's really crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Let's see what we can do there. My goodness. It's becoming a heron place. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the wide-angle camera. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think Tina tells me there are 5, which I'm quite sure she's correct. That looks like candles in a Christmas tree. Really funny. I'm completely flabbergasted. This is in the neighbor's garden here. Okay, if you then look careful, you should be able to see them. You can count 1, 2, 3, 3 herons there. You can definitely see them, and there's a fourth one hidden behind. Yeah, if I move the camera, you'd see probably 4 and 5, but that's really crazy. So the interesting question is now, how do the eagles react to this? This is really funny. I'm going to try and move the wide-angle camera a little bit closer, so I'm going to give you this beautiful view of them for now, and see what happens. By the way, I may have not mentioned this, but herons are typical here. I mean, we have lots of herons. You may have seen some of my images of herons. They usually are further out at low tide, where the eagles don't go. They have much of, as you know, much longer legs and so on, and they try and not mix with eagles. Occasionally they are harassed by juveniles for whatever reason, and then the juveniles usually give up. The adults usually leave them alone. Really surprising. It's high tide, even more surprising. Where did they come from? Is this their new home? Well, that would be quite something. Never seen them. You know what also the interesting thing is, the tree that you're looking at now with the high-res camera here with the 800 millimeter, that tree is exactly the tree where Pa gets the crows from, okay? And now I see a juvenile passing to the right. I mean, I feel like a live reporter here of all kinds of a sport event. This is really crazy. And Ma is perched in a tree about 2 trees to the right. I'm sure she's noticed this. Um, I hear another heron just, I don't know if you picked up that noise, this sort of low grunt noise. Another heron flying by. Really funny. Let's see what happens. Anyway, I'll try and get another view here with the 200 millimeter. And I mean, this is exactly where live broadcasts, by the way, help, because these are things you cannot possibly pick up with a webcam. Well, 2 of them have just disappeared, or 3. The only 2 that are left are the ones you are seeing now, and I predict they may just take off any moment. So I'm going to just have my recorder run. Beautiful thing, just when they take off. So I'm going to leave this camera view on. I predict they're going to take off. As far as the eagles are concerned, you're not missing anything. I was just going to hijack the large camera to see where Ma is, but I think Tina's just walked over there and is looking at Ma. It's about 200 feet from here. That's why I really want a wireless HDMI so that I can do broadcasting and just take the camera wherever I want and not be connected to all these wires, which is a real nuisance. Anyway, we'll get there. Okay, this is a quick view of the wide-angle camera, and you can see where they are there on the left branch there. You can see them very clearly when you look. As I said, that's the same, exactly the same tree where Pa finds his crows. There must be something very special about this tree. It's in the neighbor's garden. It's always the neighbor has always got better things than oneself, doesn't it? It's always like that. Now he's got the herons. Okay, let's try and get them a bit closer. They look warm. Look at that. My goodness. Is that close enough? Okay, very good. Oh yeah, you can't see the close-up. That's great. Sometimes I lose the browser connection. I really don't like these browsers. Really a nuisance. So I don't know if I'm still live, but I'm glad you can see it because you're getting incredibly close view here from the heron, which is about maybe 300 feet away from me. So the light, of course, is beautiful. I've never seen it like this, and you can see, you know, the movement in the neck and so on. Really interesting. Look how close. Look at this. That's what I see in live. Amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Still five, really? Because some took off, you know.
Yeah, and then there was one on top of the tree where Ma is, and there's two juveniles over there with her as well.
Really? So there's Tina just told me there's still five. Amazing.
They're tucked behind.
Wow.
Oh, that's Ma.
And that's Ma somewhere. Did Ma take off?
Ma's still there.
Oh, Ma took off. Maybe that's Pa. So they're around somewhere. Very interesting. As soon as I see any eagle, I'll swing the camera over. Oh, that was just on time to see the takeoff, huh? How did I know that? Isn't that amazing? So you just saw one take off? There's a small one up there, isn't there? Higher up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
There's one to the right of the tree
Ah, right.
trunk. You can see
Okay.
just the white on
Yes.
his neck. But that the juvenile is one of the big ones.
Right.
See, he's got the
Oh,
tree.
wow.
He's right.
Well, there's a lot going on, so probably one of the herons will also take off now. There's a smaller heron right up. Let's see if we can get that one in.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one. Okay, let's try that one. There we go. That's where it is. See, he's going to take off any moment. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at this. That is so
Beautiful.
cool. This is amazing. Amazing, amazing. There you go. Oh, there's Ma. Yeah. And there's a juvenile. Yeah, Tina's also told me just something interesting. She's very observant. And she's gone over and seen that there's a juvenile close to Ma, and I cannot show you that at the moment. But that's really unusual, and it could be, that could definitely be, one from our nest. Because Ma doesn't worry about it. That's right. The heron that you're seeing at the moment is a young heron. Once again, I have problems with my browser, so I hope I'm still on. Yeah, it's really irritating sometimes. But you should see a beautiful heron tucked in a tree, um, and that's a young heron. Oh, really? Oh, but that's interesting. The adult was too off. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. I'm not surprised. It looks like Ma just took off and it's taking off behind it. So there go that's that of the herons. They've all left now, I think. Well, that was certainly very, very interesting. So very unusual. Still nothing going on at the nest. Just flinging up at the nest again. Oops, bit too much magnification there. See, it's very close to the nest anyway, where the herons were. Um, just going to check out if Ma's still there. Tina, do you know if Ma's still there? Ah, thanks. By the way, in case you're wondering, the arrival of the herons is part of the choreography here. It was part of the script, and that was Act 1, Scene 3 for tonight, and gone exactly the way it should be. So that part's gone well, and so cut and next scene now. Yeah, I must say that that was very lucky. Okay, that's really unusual to see see they came just at the right time. As you could see, the nest is quiet. Tina's just checking to see if she sees Ma. If she does, then I'll take the camera over there and reappear here in 15 minutes and show you what I've seen, which is also a good way of doing it. Yeah, I imagine one day if I can have a wireless transmission on the large camera, I can just carry it around the house. It's not heavy for me to carry. It's just I've got extension cables that are 25 feet, and that's it. I can't go further than that. I need to be connected to the computer, which is a real nuisance. That's the only thing that really needs to be solved, especially when we're in Harrison Mills. There's no way I can carry this equipment down to the water. It has to be, we have to have at least 500 to 1,000 feet transmission distance. So that still has to be solved. Anyway, enjoy it. So it's just going to be a bit peaceful now until something happens again. Nothing?
She's there.
She's there, okay.
She's just moved to a different branch. But I think
She
it's
moved
her.
to different branches, so
I think it's her.
a different branch is further away?
She was here, and now she's here. She's started talking. No, it's not her. I wasn't sure because I could tell. She's flown off.
Oh, she's flown off, so okay. Okay. So it seems to be that Ma did take off. That's what Tina confirmed. Maybe another eagle, but I'm not going to take the camera down there because I think that's very unlikely that I'll be lucky then.
Yeah, I think it's a quarter inch. It's not very clear, but
That looks more like
see, it's kind of mottled. But she's not on the branch she was. And the juvenile's gone as well. And one-
really. Wasn't it curious that they all arrived at the same time? Isn't that funny?
and the others are on perched on the other side of the nest, so it's can't see. Perched on the
I'll just show you some images whilst we're waiting. I'm going to download a lot more, so it's not going to get boring. maybe over the weekend if I have time. Not sure who that is at the moment. Looks again like Indy, so dark. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Is that Indy or no? That's Jules, huh?
I think it's Jules.
Yeah, it looks like Jules. Yeah, it's Jules, right?
Found her.
Yeah, here they go.